style, but because it's an ongoing character drama that just happens to be cops.
That's exactly right. It's different from Southland. Wonderful show. But it is very much about the relationships and about, again, this sort of core Romeo and Juliet story. Can they get together and sort of overcome their internal obstacles as opposed to the external obstacles of the Romeo and Juliet story?
What do you love about your character? What's the best thing about your character?
Well, everybody teases me when I say this, but it's like... I used to play Dungeons and Dragons, and this character's like...
Right there. Right on. Dungeons and Dragons, people. My 24th level paladin.
That's right. So, okay, right on. So in Dungeons and Dragons, they have all these moral categories for characters. So my character is like chaotic good, which in a way is a good character to play because he'll always do the right thing, but he'll always break. Not always. If he has to break any rule to do it, then he'll do it. But always for good, right? So it's always fun playing a chaotic good character because you get to break the rules.
Jack Bauer on 24.
Jack Bauer, right. Quintessential chaotic character.
You gotta do the wrong thing to do the right thing. It's okay.
That's right. And he's got a sense of humor too, which is great.
Okay, guys who play Dungeons and Dragons grow up and play video games. Do you play video games?
I did, but I wish I had time. I don't have any time anymore. So my wife does, and she's trying to get me into it. But
what does your wife play?
Well, I'll tell you. You know, the secret is I'm terrible at video games. I suck at them. So how much frustration can you take before it's like, why am I doing this?
14-year-olds are shooting at that.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll pick up, I lost already, okay.
So you don't play a lot of video games in your spare time, but you are going to produce Hamlet, which is really, I mean, that's easier.
Right, that's easy.
That's much easier. Tell us
around the video game mark for me.
Tell us about it's in development, right?
I've wanted to have a theater company as I was in my early 20s, which, as we all know, is virtually impossible. Yeah, right, last year. So, my wife was doing her master's classical theater in London last year, and she said, I think you should meet this director, and I did, and he and I hit it off, and we said we should do something together, and I said, well, if we're going to do anything, let's do Hamlet. And
let's start off with something simple, where there's very little judgment if you don't do it right. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be simpler in the sense it's going to be Hamlet, I like to say, for people that aren't necessarily into Shakespeare, but certainly, obviously, for people that are into Shakespeare as well. Peter Brook had a wonderful Hamlet that came through town about early 2000s. It was almost around 2 hours, and one of the clearest productions I've ever seen. So we're going to pare it right down. We're going to make it very modern, very accessible. We're going to have some music, and it's exciting. We workshopped it in London, and it went superbly, so we're looking forward to it.
So you're going to bring it to New York City.
We're going to bring it to New York City. Yeah,
there you
absolutely.
go.
Congrats, it's very nice to meet you.
Yeah, you guys too.
Make sure you guys check out Rookie Blues Thursday nights on ABC at 9 o'clock.